Oh hi, didn't see you there. I'm Scotty, this is my mask-acne, or mask-knee, and this is my surprisingly overcast vacation, which means I'm racked with guilt as a news addict who can't really afford to take a vacation right now, and as a Catholic. Still, it's good to take a break from the work I've been doing. Of course, if you're Lauren Estes, you're gonna say, Scotty, what break? You didn't take a break from Shine. But even that can't stop me from anxiously dwelling on the work I'm not doing. I think I'm doing this vacation thing wrong. See, in May, I wrote, filmed, and edited a video called How the Virus Turned Good Comedians into Bad YouTubers. It was a topic I cared deeply about, a story I felt uniquely qualified to tell. Meaning I sit on my ass and watch YouTube all day, then I sit on my ass and watch late-night comedians. Here's the thing. No one has ever seen this video, and not just because my channel is tiny and pathetic. No, I am the only one who will ever see any part of this video. These clips I'm about to show you notwithstanding. I love late night! I do! I know that's heretical as a YouTuber because these are highly polished productions with massive crews, guaranteed revenue, and built-in audiences being dumped on a platform made of the backs of indefatigable auteurs just begging, pleading, please, someone, anyone, notice me! But oh god, I love it so much, you guys. I am so here for all of it. The jokes, the stars, the music. That one time my quasi-popular actor, writer, artist friend starred in a James Corden sketch and name-dropped Michael Herman, listened to his excellent horror podcast, The Call of the Void, on Spotify. But it's more than that. I think a lot of folks who only know late night through the YouTube trending tab think, well, Scotty, I know late night. Carpool karaoke, lip sync battles, you know, late night. But have you ever actually heard a James Corden monologue? All these guys are emphatically, unambiguously, capital P, political. See, in Trump's America, the function of late night, and I'm speaking very broadly here, is to provide a release from the news of the day. You get to hear very funny, very insightful comedians, and also Jimmy Fallon, say, no, the world is crazy and your leaders are stupid, and it's okay to laugh about it. It's just hard to laugh and be afraid at the same time. I actually wore Call of the Void merch in my community video. Congrats on the wedding, by the way. I mean, I don't know why I'm telling you that here, Michael. I mean, I was there. I'm just name-dropping friends with bigger followers than me left and right. I'd say I'm sorry, but that'd imply that I'm sorry. But then the virus hit, and the live audiences disappeared. And a bunch of grown-ass professionals, you know, people who make video every day, scrambled to be the first among them to upload a watchable MP4. I watched something I love fall apart. It was my first indication that, oh, fun, we're in this for the long haul. That and all the people getting really, really, really sick.
That's right, President Trump says he's a, quote, cheerleader for the country. Unfortunately, all the country wants right now is one of the science geeks.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over that little annoying buzzy noise naturally ringing in all of our ears at all hours of the day. What is with that? When the talking stops and the silence rolls and the only people laughing are me and my mom? That's not communal. That's a fucking indictment of the state of the world. It doesn't matter that millions of other people are theoretically also laughing. I can't hear it. This thing we're all doing together only makes me feel more alone. Seth Meyers has no idea how right he was about YouTubers because we know the solution. We've been doing it for years. It's second nature. You do what orthodontists should have done to my teeth years ago. Remove the gaps. And then the film theorists uploaded, hey Fallon, you're doing it wrong. Right as I was editing my video about Fallon doing it wrong. So clearly no one copied anyone here. I was surprised there weren't more big channels tackling this enticing idea of the pandemic, reducing these comedy giants into us, solo content creators, just with, you know, whole-ass staffs still. The thing is, traditional media's condescension towards us and the vlogger aesthetic YouTubers invented from scratch meant they had no idea how to turn one person, one camera into something worth watching. But my god, the similarities between my script and Matt and Steph's script were uncanny. We even came to the same conclusion that Trevor Noah was really the only one of these guys still putting on a decent show by embracing his inner YouTuber.
In fact, the Daily Distancing Show applies all sorts of YouTube-style editing tricks to inject energy. We're talking jump cuts, pushing into tighter angles, doing conversations with yourself as different characters. This is the kind of stuff that top YouTubers pioneered on the platform over a decade ago.
I'm not gonna lie, finishing my video after that was hard. But you know what, maybe I can't compete against the film theorists, but I'm coming at the topic as a lifelong fan of late night. I've got them out researched, I've got them out knowledged. I can still add to this conversation in a meaningful way, as long as the virus remains the biggest story in America. And then it wasn't. To be completely and totally clear, America catching up with its own systemic inadequacies is in no way a disservice to me, some white dude who still got to take a vacation this year. Black Lives Matter. I only bring it up to say that in light of all of this stuff that's come to light, over decades to be sure, but now is this flashpoint. The racism, the violence, the systemic injustice for George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and Elijah McClain and so many others. Not to mention everyone, my own friends, taking to the streets to demand change. In light of all that, my very topical video felt very petty and small. I mean, like this? Funny boys no make Scotty laugh no more? This is the hot button political issue you're devoting your time and your talents to right now? Scotty, what are you doing? Still, it was a weeks-long project in between all the other do these to pay rent projects. I mean, what was I gonna do? Just not upload it? Yeah, actually. Here was the final nail in good comedians, bad YouTubers, shoddy coffin. A few weeks ago, one of my best friends and constant collaborators, a guy by the name of Andrew, reached out to me. This is someone I've known all my life. Someone I respect both as a creator and as a critic of my creations. Someone who's seen me grow and change as an artist over 20 years. He said, I finally saw your video about why you became a YouTuber. And it's one of the best things you've ever made. And then I knew why I'd been so creatively constipated this whole time. And it wasn't just topicality, because how bass-backwards is that? A video so completely and uniquely meaningful to just me, something I thought I'd never release because it should not have any appeal to anyone who isn't me. But Andrew's not the only one. It meant things to people. I'll compare that to my late night video, the keyword-rich concept, scientifically engineered to appeal to both people who love this stuff and people who love to hate this stuff. I didn't believe in it. And if I didn't give a crap, and I didn't, no one else should be asked to either. And they wouldn't have. This channel, it's not a job yet. It's not even a gig. I love making stuff. I love making stuff mean stuff. There's no quota, there's no deadline, there's no paycheck. There's nothing to lose but time. A month of my time I spent learning to be better. The only expectation right now is that I make something worth watching. And I can choose what that means. Pick my own projects. And abandon them. Especially if they're just mean. This should be a story about change, about flexibility, about the essential vitality of the arts in a time of crisis, about artists breaking free of their comfort zones to inspire, enliven, and slay a demoralized nation. But it's not. Like everything else right now, it's just a story about a virus. I had this professor, a guy I really liked, a guy I marched with in civil rights demonstrations back in undergrad. Taking his class was like a rite of passage in my design program. He would take an X-Acto knife to your print if he deemed it necessary to rearrange your piece right before your very eyes. If he felt you didn't try, he'd slap your work with a big red stamp that said bullshit.
Shine.
I once saw him stab a student's booklet with an orange peeler so hard it lodged in the display board and remained there, suspended. The message was, orange peeler stabbingly clear. Kill your ideas. They're not sacred. I'm not about the methodology there, but part of that rings true to me. If your art's not working, change it, rearrange it, or move on. Make something that does work. So that's what I did. Gotta switch back because my other arm's getting tired. I wrote my pitch for the Community movie. So creatively fulfilling. My Paper Mario video. I'm editing that video right now. And yeah, it also admittedly skews a bit meanish, but it comes from a place of love and hey, vacation, baby. Nothing I do or say counts this week. Or eat. The calories don't count either. Of course, the upshot here is that as a small YouTuber, I'm quickly realizing that not enough people have expectations of me to meet or unmeet. So as long as I talk about it, not making content is also kind of making content. That's also content. My rule of thumb, any idea, no matter how esoteric or stupid or self-absorbed, any idea that won't stop bouncing around in my brain, probably decent Head Scape material. Small YouTuber, who gives a shine? Hey, I want to hear from you. Comments, bring them on, especially from other YouTubers or even just artists. Tell me about your failed ideas, your canceled projects, the stuff you had to let go. Why'd you do it? How'd you feel? And are you better for it? And, subscribe too, because speaking of canceled projects, I got a long way to go on that Paper Mario video, or it too's never gonna see the light of day. I'll see you. I love you. Take care of yourself. I'm about to take care of myself with a margarita, if you know what I mean. Day drinking is what it means. I'm not ready for vacation to be over yet.